Hey there, Virgo, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your monthly reading. This is going to be a reading for the month of July, and we're going to take a look at past, present, and near future energies. Also, Virgo, if this reading resonates and you'd like to book a personal reading, all the information about how to do that is in the description box below. And of course, if you enjoy what I do, please consider buying me a cup of coffee. Donation link is below, and any and every amount is greatly appreciated. And lastly, if you guys love my tarot decks and you want to shop them, I've created a list below in the description box with all of the tarot decks that I use and the oracle cards that I use. So, Virgo, let's talk about it. The main energy for your reading this month is the Knight of Pentacles. You're moving slow. Now, you're moving real slow. This is like Taurus level slow. Like you're an earth sign, you move slow, but this is slow, slow. And when you move this slow, it's telling me you don't trust something here. There's like an energy of, I don't trust you farther than I can throw you, and I can't throw you very far right now. In the recent past, you get the King of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Knight of Swords. There's somebody very attractive here, very alluring, very radiant. They may be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. I'm also seeing Aquarius here showing up strongly. You're basically showing me this person, I've been on this merry-go-round before with them. Now, either this is a new person where you're like, I know your kind, or this is the same person where you're like, yep, we've been here before. I don't know what this is about, but you're showing me I'm doing something about it. So we'll see exactly what you're doing about it, or what you did about it, because this is the recent past, once we clarify. In the current situation, you get the Sun, the Nine of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. Yeah, it's becoming crystal clear to you that you're on guard with this person. Whether that's justified or not, I don't know. We'll see. But you are showing me I'm very guarded. I'm very defensive. I don't 100% trust you. Now, I'm not saying that there's necessarily any reason to not trust them, but I do see an energy here of my spidey senses are tingling. In the near future, you get the Star, the Eight of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. You're showing me that your one desire here in the near future is communication, transparent, honest, open communication, and a new beginning in love. Now, whether this is leveling up in love with the same person, whether this is a new person, I don't know. We will see. But it very much seems like you're kind of like, hey, I don't know if something sits right here with me in the near future. So let's see. Let's clarify the main energy, which is the Knight of Pentacles for you. Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the Four of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Magician. You're moving slowly, and you're showing me throughout this movement, right, wherever you're moving, whatever you're doing, whichever direction you're heading in, you're showing me my goal, my manifestation is to heal internally, to heal myself internally, and long term. You're not looking for anything casual. You're not looking for something short term. You're not just looking for a hookup. So if you guys are, this reading isn't for you. Move along. You're looking for a connection that is stable, sustainable, successful, and can go the distance. And you're showing me that's what I've manifested. That's what I want. And I'm moving slowly, right? I want to make sure that whatever I'm in, it's that. Let's look at the recent past. I'm going to clarify the King of Wands in the recent past. King of Wands is clarified by the Six of Wands, Two of Wands, Ten of Wands. There's an energy here of you showing me when it comes to this person. Again, I don't assign gender to my cards. You're looking at this person in the recent past and you're like, oof, they're hot, they're radiant, they're charismatic, they're amazing. I finally made it. Like finally, we are at a successful point, right? Whether it's in your dating life or in this relationship, take it as it resonates. But you're showing me, I finally made it, I think. That's kind of the energy where it's like, yep, this is what I wanted. I think. And I'm like, okay, you think what? You're like, well, time will tell, right? I don't know. I'm not a fortune teller. I can't predict the future. But it seems like, I'm looking for a duck. It seems like this is the duck I've been looking for, but only time will tell if this is a duck or if this is something else in duck clothing, right? And you're showing me it's a little bit difficult for me to wait to get to that point of like, okay, we'll wait and see if this is actually what I thought it was or who I thought this was. If this is actually as successful as I thought it was. But you're like, well, we'll see. Let's look at the Wheel of Fortune in the recent past. You're kind of approaching this very hesitant, like, I think this is what I think it is. I don't know. We'll find out. Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, again, the Justice and the Four of Pentacles. So it seems like, it kind of sucks for me to say this, but you're literally like almost pigeonholing this into what you want it to be. You're refusing to look at this as anything else other than it being positive. And I'm not saying that it isn't positive. It could be positive, it could be negative, I don't know. But you're showing me, no, 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 no. This is positive. This is 100% like, a complete 180. This is different than anything I thought it was. This is the universe coming in and finally balancing everything out. Divine balance is here. The universe is kind of like, okay, you had a hard time, Virgo. Now you get like your reward, right? And I'm like, okay, well, Virgo, yeah, that could be this. But what if this duck isn't what you think it is? And you're like, no, 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 no. It has to be the duck. This is the duck. It's a duck. I want it to be a duck. It's a duck. And I'm like, you're literally refusing to look at anything else, any signs that indicate otherwise than it being the what you think this is. You're like, nope, it's not it. It can't be a duck. I'm like, well, Virgo, what if it's a goose wearing a duck costume? Nope, absolutely not. It's a duck. Okay. Let's take a look at the Knight of Swords in the recent past. Knight of Swords is clarified by the Sun, the Fool, and the Five of Cups. Yeah, you're showing me that you're taking action under the assumption that this is your new beginning, right? Whatever happened in the past between you and this person in different connections, doesn't matter. You're like, look, the past is in the past. I'm leaving the past in the past. This is a brand new beginning. I've wiped the slate clean. I'm starting over. This is a brand new start. And any action that you take is coming from that place, that assumption, that belief. And again, Virgo, I'm not saying that that's not the case, right? Maybe this duck actually is a duck. But you're even showing me here, well, I don't know. But you're also refusing to look at maybe this isn't a duck, right? But anyway, in the recent past, you're like, nope, this is happy. This makes me happy. This is a new beginning. The past is in the past. Like, wipe the slate clean. And any action that you take, anything that you do, whether it's calling, texting, going to see them, going out to do, whatever it is, right? You're acting from a place of this belief, this assumption, this is my duck. This is the duck that I've been manifesting. Okay, well, you got the Sun here, and you get the Sun again in the current situation. So let's see. Let's look at the current situation and see what the Sun is all about. The Sun is clarified by the High Priestess, the Five of Swords, the King of Cups. You know that you're bullshitting yourself. Something ain't sitting right with this duck. Yeah, it looks like a duck. Yeah, it sounds like a duck. But something about this duck just doesn't sit right. And you're showing me deep down I know that, right? Deep down, I'm perfectly aware of that. But you're lying to yourself and you're like, no, 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 it's not that. It's just me being paranoid. I'm just overthinking. I'm just overanalyzing. And I'm like, Virgo, why? Why are you like gaslighting yourself here? And you're like, because of the love. Because I feel so loved in this connection. I feel like this person loves me. This person is really giving you a lot of love. I can see that. And so you're showing me, I want to believe that this is a duck. I want to believe that I could build a future with this person. I want to believe that this is like the universe giving me a do-over here. But deep down, Virgo, you know you're lying to yourself. You're even showing it to me. Like your higher self is yelling at you, Virgo, stop. And you're like, no, 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 this is the duck. We all do it. We all do it. Trust me. There's an entire card in tarot dedicated to that, which is a good indication that we all do that. Let's clarify the Nine of Wands in the current situation. The Nine of Wands is clarified by the Page of Wands, the Lovers, and the Hermit. Yeah, you really are kind of like burying your head in the sand in this current situation because this connection feels so intense, because the love is there. This is a deep connection, Virgo. I'm not saying that this is just something casual and you're like building sandcastles in your head. It's not that. This is an intense connection. This is a deep connection. You and this person are very, very connected, right? But deep down, you're also showing me I'm the parts of me that are like, hey, this isn't my duck. This isn't the duck. This isn't the duck. You're kind of walling them off. You're shoving them off to the side and you're like, no, no, no. 80% of me feels this is the duck. 80% of me feels this is so amazing and I feel so loved and this is such a deep connection and this is so beautiful and all of that, right? But there's that part of you which just, you're kind of like almost like acting a little bit childish about this where it's like, nah, let's just put this like 20%, the doubts and all that, let's just put that aside. Let's put it in a room. Let's lock the door, close the door, lock the key, lose the key, everything. It's fine, right? It's kind of an energy of like, well, if I can't see it, I can't hear it. It's not there, right? Okay. Let's take a look at the Seven of Swords in the current situation. Seven of Swords is clarified by the Judgment, the Two of Pentacles, and the Temperance. You know that you need to make a decision here, Virgo. You're showing me I'm confused, right? Because again, yes, you've locked away that 20%, which is like, this isn't a duck, this isn't a duck, something doesn't sit right. But that 20% is literally like this on the door. Virgo, Virgo, I'm here. And you're just like, shh, be quiet, be quiet. But eventually, you know, you're going to have to let that 20% out. And you're showing me I'm confused. I don't know what to do. You know, you're kind of like back and forth, like within yourself. Should I do this? Should I do that? Is this a duck? Is this not a duck? Do I listen to the 20%? Do I not? Right? And again, I'm not even focused on the other person. I don't know if they are a duck. I don't know if they're not a duck. It doesn't matter. I can see this internal conflict within you and something's not sitting right for you. Be patient with yourself though. Be patient. You'll get to this place of making a decision. You're just really confused in the current situation. Let's clarify the star in the near future. The star is clarified by the Nine of Pentacles, the World, and the Eight of Swords. You're like, look, I just want to get past the difficult parts. I've been on my own for a while. I've been single. I've been doing, you know, I can take care of myself. I can be by myself. I've been by myself, but I want that to be over. I don't want to be by myself anymore, right? And that's what you're yearning for. You're like, I want my single period to be over. I don't want to be on my own anymore. But you can't, it's literally like you're showing me like that thought that I don't want to be on my own is kind of like imprisoning you here in the near future, where it's like, I don't want this. I don't want this. I want to be with somebody. I want to be in a connection. I want to be in a committed connection, right? And the fact that you keep reiterating to me energetically, I want my singlehood to be done. I don't want to be on my own. I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be individual. The fact that you keep reiterating that to me is letting me know that that is the driving force here for you silencing that 20%. That's why you're locking that 20% in a room. Because of the fears, because of the insecurities, because of all the overthinking. Let me just get the card. Surrounding you being on your own. The Eight of Wands in the near future is clarified by the Five of Wands, the Strength, and the Ace of Swords. It's difficult for you. It's difficult for you. And I feel like this communication, you and this person are still talking. You and this duck, we'll call it, right? You and this duck are still talking. And the more you guys talk, the harder it becomes for you, the more difficult it becomes for you to gain clarity. The more you guys talk, and this person's really good with their words, by the way. The more you guys talk, the more difficult it is for you to kind of be like, okay, is this a duck or is this not the duck that I've been looking for? Is this the connection that can help me heal, that can go the distance, that has those makings of a stable, successful, long-term relationship, or isn't it? And you're showing me like the more we communicate, the more we talk, the more we text, the more we interact, the harder it becomes for me to be like, oh, it is a duck. It's not a duck. You know, I don't know what this is, right? But the talking feels so good and the feelings feel so good and you really want it to be that duck, right? Let's clarify the Ace of Cups in the near future. And I know this is a pretty intense reading, Virgo. I know most of you have probably tuned off at this point because it's not positive and it's not, you know, happy, happy, happy. But I say it like I deliver the cards the way I see them. And it seems like in the near future, you make a very level-headed, rational decision, right? You get the star again. Even though you don't want to be alone, you're showing me I put an end to this new beginning in love, to this soul connection. And this is a soul connection, right? But soul connections can also be karmic. I'm not saying that that's the case here. I'm just giving an example. And you're showing me there was a new beginning in love. This was a new connection, and I chose to end it. I'm the one that realized it doesn't serve me, that this isn't my duck. And was it hard? Yes, but you're showing me I took my emotions out of it, right? And I looked at this logically and practically. And when I took my feelings out of it, and I wasn't all confused and, you know, in my head about being afraid of being alone, or in my head about really wanting this to be the duck, I realized that this wasn't the duck. Yeah, maybe this was 80% the duck that I wanted, but this isn't 100% the duck that I wanted. And you don't settle, Virgo. Let's take a look at what the universe wants you to keep in mind, Virgo. From the universe, you get the Ace of Swords, the King of Cups, and the King of Swords. You get that clarity, right? That even though you have a lot of emotions for this person, there's something clicks here in the near future. And you're like, the clarity I was looking for, right? Is this a duck? Is this not my duck? You get it. You receive it. And you're able to act from a very logical place. You're not letting your emotions of wanting this to be the duck, of hoping that this is the duck, of really not wanting to be alone without this duck. You're not letting that cloud your judgment, and you're showing me like I'm crystal clear on what this is, and this isn't what I want it to be. And you're showing me it doesn't serve me, so I released it. Pretty intense reading, Virgo, not gonna lie. But that is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you enjoy what I do, please consider buying me a cup of coffee. Donation link is below, and any and every amount is greatly appreciated. Thanks so much for tuning in, Virgo, and I'll see you here on the next one.